page where you can enter my public list and you get a PDF on how I made $30,000 on a product launch this time a year ago using Google Plus Ads. So it's the lead in there, and I'm going to give you just a moment here. Of course, once again, my name is Chris Lang. Some of my contact details. You'll probably want to follow up with questions, get to know me a little bit, and I'm looking to get to know all of you here in Denver. Certainly, one of the great things that you can do is local networking, because honestly, no one knows anything about Google Plus in the city of Denver. It is probably one of the most we've got a Google office here in town that isn't even promoting their own presence. It actually fired the community manager for Google and let him go. So it's up to us, folks. It's up to us to teach Google Plus. And I guarantee whatever you're doing, your clients, your staff, your team, your friends, your neighbors, your fellow businessmen want to know about this. So having a good handle on Google Plus is really going to set you apart from whatever else and whoever else is in your niche, whatever it is you're doing, even if you're a brick and mortar local business. So my phone number, my office, it rings all day. I can get up myself, chrisandq@data.com, my email address.
How do I sign up here? What network?
Who can tell us how to sign into Wi-Fi before we get started here?
The password's right on the bottom here. It's, we bring insight to the
All right, let's take a look at the past. About 3 o'clock in the morning on June 6, 2008, I woke up from a dream, dreaming that there was social voting in Google search results and that you ranked higher by votes being cast about your site right from search results. And at that point, I really believed that Google was going to buy dig.com. We were going to see social voting right in the results. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing the ability to +1 AdWords ads and sites right in Google search. It's got a long road here, and we're very happy to see how Google's changed a lot. In 2008, I wrote my first blog post around the coming Google Front Connect and Google Reader sharing, because I had found that Google Reader sharing was based on your Gmail contacts list. And I found that when you had mutual relationships through Google Front Connect and Google Reader sharing in 2008, that you were added to my Gmail contacts and I was added to yours. And at that point, I was hooked and I knew something great was coming. And at this point, I have 9,000 Gmail contacts, phone numbers, email addresses, people's names. I have a wealth. I call it my Google Rolodex, basically. How many people are old enough to remember what a Rolodex is? Thank God I'm in good company. So why authorship? Let's take a, I like to audit my audience and see where folks are at. How many people have a blog? How many people are here or involved in the SEO community? Good numbers, I like that. How many people are currently active on Google Plus? How many of you have a Google Plus page for your business? Great start, great start. Local businesses, etc. Another great place for that. Let's talk about why authorship here. I don't have a clicker, so I don't want back and forth. Here we see my money search chart, Google Plus for Business. You'll see that I'm not in results. You'll see that we're in SPYW, Google's social results. You'll see my digital business card. What's going to happen when you search that term and you see me? This is why authorship, and we're going to show a couple of examples of how I profited from it. I'm going to explain to you why this is all important. Here we are by clicking off of SPYW and clicking what they call the incognito. Worst word ever. Incognito has nothing to do with those results. They're still highly customized. This is a logged in result. You see my Google Plus business page ranking where it has for a year and a half nonstop, day in, day out, at number 3, or at times outranking Google itself at number 2. We see the outranking Social Media Examiner, Small Biz Trends, Hootsuite's blog. I can take a month off and do nothing and I'll still sit there at number 3. We're going to show you why authorship's important. Also, never listen to any SEO guide that does not show you a clean result grabbed from a computer that he's never logged into Google with. Google is a super cookie. It's not based on text files. Once you log into Google, they know who you are forever in that browser. And you can see this is a clean result using software. And you see that I still rank at number 3. Small business trends. Here we see Social Media Examiner actually really ranking at number 5, not number 4 like it looked. We see me outranking big blogs like Marketing Pilgrim with almost no effort. Just doing what I do every day. And the reason for this is let me say the one thing that you have to do with Google Plus for authorship to be effective. You need one account to rule them all. I like to think of it like this. What sets us apart from everybody else? It's that opposable thumb. What sets you apart from everybody else? It's your authorship and your author rank. And you want to be building for clients and for personal accounts. You want one account to rule them all. Yes, I stole that from Lord of the Rings. So you want one Google account, and then you want to build your pages off of that. I'm in 5 different niches. I have 5 different pages. Google Plus for Business is just one of them. And so you want one account and build off of that, because just like all link juice, you SEO guys know this, just like all link juice, it rolls downhill. When it gets to the bottom of the hill, it stops. Where that stops, that's the source of the content. It'll always rank higher. So authorship is just one of the algorithms, and author rank is just one of the algorithms that is going to help you to rank higher, both with your site, or I'm lazy, I just let the Google Plus page sit there and gather my page. Authorship is algorithmic. It is not static. It is dynamic, depending on what's going on at the moment. Some of my favorite words that Google is using these days, and I've been using for a long time before them, things like intent, context, discovery, recommendation. 4 words that Google is using a lot, 4 words I've been using a lot for years now. An indicator of quality. This is a great phrase that Google coined in the blog search algorithm of 2005. Indicators of quality. Authorship is a huge indicator of quality. That link juice rolls downhill and it lands on your pages. Having your pages associated with your authorship profile is key to getting your pages to rank highly, which is what you really want. I mean, everybody can find Chris Landers. I rank all over the place for it. I'm all over Google+. What I want to rank is my pages named with high traffic keyword terms, and of course, the thumbnails and search or click-through magic. gplusjedi.com, my member site that I teach you how to get these pages to rank. We'll be telling you how you can get 2 months for free at the end of the show. So what is authorship? Everybody knows what authorship is, don't they? We're all here to learn about authorship. Sure, we know what authorship is. Let's go back to that result for you, those of you who've never heard of authorship. Authorship, through a linking process, will produce your thumbnail from your Google Plus profile in search. And we can see here that Social Media Examiner, Michael Stelzner's big social blog, whoever wrote this, is not taking advantage of authorship. Big mistake, because you would almost be above the fold. Remember, we're all on widescreen computers these days. I'm like the only dinosaur that's got a dual 19-inch monitors. Widescreen monitors, most people are running little 11 and 15-inch lappies like this one. You've got a very short above the fold place. I would say Social Media Examiner and Small Biz Trends are really missing the boat. Although we do see someone taking advantage of it here and on the Hootsuite blog. That's authorship.
So unlike the Examiner, they must have 2 or 3 dozen people writing.
Try a couple hundred.
Okay? Who's the author?
The author is whoever wrote the blog post. And we'll show you exactly how that's denoted here in a screenshot coming up. So how is authorship created? It's easy. Authorship is not hard. You think it doesn't work the way it does, and it's hard because Google's misleading you with algorithmic and dynamic results. We'll be proving that at the end. But there's 3 tools and 3 ways to create it. Let's talk about the most simple system. My friend AJ Toad on Google Plus loves the 3-link system. I actually like something that works that's a little less brittle. And he coined the phrase, yes, authorship is brittle. But it's not brittle. You know what it is? It's dynamic and it's algorithmic. We'll prove that in a minute. The 3-link system, this is the basis of authorship. If you have a multi-author blog, the 3-link system is going to be used no matter how or what plugin you use. And I'll show you my recommended plugin for multi-author blogs. Authorship is hard on multi-author blogs, so I'll admit that. It just takes some simple link creation. And by going to your personal profile and going to the contributors section, and if you are a single author blog, you link to the domain. Single author blog, link to your domain. If you're a multi-author blog, you need to link to your author profile on said blog. You can see here that I have content on Wirebuzz. I have content on basic blog tips. By Eileen Smith, write Eileen Smith down, one of the best people to follow on Google+. I absolutely love Eileen Smith, but she loves it. And we see me linking out to my Hunz's blog that supports my upcoming science fiction horror novel about augmented reality and eyepieces like Google Glass. You see me linking out to all of my various blogs. The Big G in Business, Jay Abraham's blog about Google Plus Business, where I guest blog for him. Contributor 2 section, link to the blog. You can link to the domain if you are a single author blog. If you are a blog guest blogging or you have a multi-author blog, you want to link to the author profile. Contributor 2 section, this is where it all starts. You can see my Contributor 2 section on google.com/+Chris Lang. I was lucky enough to have a verified author profile going back to the Google Wave days, so I got right in on the verified profiles. Google.com/+Chris Lang. You can see everything I'm going to show you in action there. Author name text. Your question right there, sir. You have to, on the blog post, use your exact name that you use on your Google Plus profile, personal profile. No doctors, no DDS, no MDs, no Mr., no middle initials. The text on your author text, on your posts, on your blogs, must exactly, you see me highlighting here, exactly match the name on your Google Plus profile. Google Plus personal profiles do not allow PhDs, MDs, DDSs, doctors at the front, nothing else. No Mr., no Mrs., no nothing. Your real name, and it should be exactly the same across everywhere. So if you're guest blogging, your name needs to be exact. If you are writing a blog and you're trying to use, like my friend uses marketing professor, can't do that. He needs to have his exact name, Travis Campbell. If you know Travis Campbell here in Denver, Infusionsoft CM, I know Anita knows him. That's where Anita and I met, was at his Infusionsoft show. You have to use your exact name.
What if your exact name, you use your middle initial always at M?
That's good. I have friends that use T's. One of my friends, Michael Q. Todd, it has to be exact. Whatever you use on your Google profile, it has to match it. If you're Michael Q. Todd, I want that dot on here. Exact match. The same thing for Google loves exact matches. We've all heard of exact match domains. It's very true. Google likes things when they match. Computer algorithms like things when they match. Makes it easy for them to figure it out. You need a clear headshot on your profile. No avatars. You know, no Tom Cruise images. No Angelina Jolie pictures. It needs to be a clean picture. That picture of you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend on Facebook, get rid of it. There's camera phone shots at 2 megs, get rid of that. Google Plus takes a high-res camera shot. It takes a 12 to 16 meg picture. And we took over 400 shots 3 years ago to get just the right headshot. And yes, this gray here, that's from a startup in 2010. A year of my life dedicated to it. And I'm here by gray here today with pride.
I always thought you had a link from your author page, like in the bio, at the top of the author page, to your actual post page on your Google Plus profile. Are you saying that's no longer needed? You just need to have your name be the same between the author?
Name needs to be same, and you need to link back. You do need to link back. That's the third part of the 3-link process. But your name and you have to have a clear headshot. The better the headshot, they're going to more like you. In fact, Mike Blumenthal, if anybody follows Mike Blumenthal, the only guy I listen to in about local marketing, he actually had a crappy, we're going to show his test, he actually had a crappy headshot, and he removed that, and his authorship popped right up. He had black and white. Changed it to color, authorship worked just like that. Now you need to link from your Google profile to your site. The 3-link process. If we can we hold comments to the end? Just, I'll take a long Q&A all the way through. This is a simple process, so I'm just going to get it through it quickly. Link from the contributor to section. Clear links with your exact name within the blog post. Get link back to an author page. My authorship on my blog, I do not have an author page. I simply link to the domain. My author page simply shows all the blog posts by Chris Lang. It's an old SEO hack. If anybody ever heard of SEO Design Solutions in Chicago, I was one of their beta testers and they ranked like crazy. Here is, now Google's had about 19 different versions of this in the last 2 years. Originally, you had to have the plus sign. Now they don't want you to have the plus sign. They wanted you, I'll tell you, I followed their linking process and I've tested it 10 different ways on my oldest blog, keywordata.com, now 10 years old. It never worked. None of this stuff ever worked. However, we're going to start at the beginning here. This is the 3-link system, and this is an easy way to set up authorship for multi-author blogs. We have much easier solutions for single author blogs, which I have. So, they want you to simply create an href, an A tag, and it's going to be your Google Plus profile permalink. We'll show you how to find that easily. REL equals author. Google, now they say we just want the word Google in there. A year ago, they had Google Plus in there. Currently, they say Google. Well, I might add the plus just for the heck of it, because how do you find your personal profile? Go to plus.google.com/me. If you're logged into your Google account, it'll take you to your Google profile. But 10 times easier. Also, if you have clients, friends, plus.google.com/me, easy way to find what profile you're linked in, you're logged into too, because it's easy to be logged in to profiles that you don't need to. I'm sure we all have about 10 Google accounts at least for testing. I got lucky. I nailed Chris Lang at gmail.com day of launch on Gmail. And then I built all my services on it. On a side note here, real quick. You want Google Analytics, Webmaster Tools, AdWords, AdSense, YouTube, everything on one account. It all shares data together. Excuse me. One account to rule them all. Put all your services on one account. Put all your client services on one account. It all shares data back and forth. All shares link juice and algorithmic authorship, all kinds of good stuff. Just shares it all across. Testing authorship. We all know about Google Webmaster Tools. Once you have the 3 links set up, contributor to your, and you can go profile or you can go domain. It's easier for me to link. I really want people, if they click through from it, to land on my domain. And I've tested it on 5 different blogs. As long as you link and you link back, it works. Google.com, Webmasters, Tools, Rich Snippets. You can also go to google.com/webmasters. Click the more applications, and click the top Rich Snippets tool. When you get there, structured data testing tool. How many people test Rich Snippets? I don't really play with rich dip and shit much. They appear very naturally on my branch, and I really haven't messed with it much. I do not have big cart-based large inventory selling clients. I usually work with small people that have very expensive businesses. So, by going to the rich dip testing tool and just entering your domain, it will tell you if your 3 links are in place and it verifies. This is all you're worried about. And we'll show you why in a minute you can be misled by algorithmic dynamic authorship. So we see that, yes, it works. And you can check that you're linked to the correct Google profile. It shows your name. Name should be the same across. And yay, we all work. You can also check publishership that we're going to be showing you in just a little bit. That is number 1. That is the 3-link process. Link 2, link back, stable author name across all platforms. Google.com authorship, tool number 2. Absolutely hate it, but we're going to use it, and I'll show you why. This is called the email verification method. This has never verified. It has never been brittle at best for me. I ran email verification on keywinddata.com for 3 months. It never verified once. Of course it didn't. There's no markup. Number 2, it didn't show any author thumbnails.